Tonight, a man resuscitated by off-duty lifesavers on the Central Coast in a dangerous start to the new year on New South Wales beaches. How northern New South Wales rang in 2026. A man airlifted to hospital with burns after a fireworks mishap near Newcastle. Queen Camilla opens up about a personal experience to shine a light on violence against women. And retire or play on at last. We're about to learn Usman Khawaja's plans for the future.
This is NBN News with Tyson Cottrill.
Good evening. More than 60 beaches are closed along the New South Wales coastline tonight. Today's treacherous conditions claiming another 2 lives at Maroubra and Dumbowen on the mid-north coast, while a search continues for 2 others. The dangerous swells have emergency services on high alert, lifesavers pleading with people to stay away from the water.
First light at Coogee, and the swell is building. A group of partygoers cool off after a big night, and 2 of them head into the water. But moments later, one's in trouble, and the rest of the group see it.
Due to the large surf, they were swept out in a very big rip.
An off-duty surf lifesaver grabs a boogie board, and a police officer in full uniform follows him in. But there's little they can do.
That swimmer remains outstanding and the search continues behind us for him.
A search above the water and on it has so far proved unsuccessful. A painfully similar situation further north at Palm Beach. Authorities resuming their search this morning for a 14-year-old boy thrown into the water when the fishing boat he was in capsized yesterday afternoon. A man he was with was winched to safety. Another passed away.
Wish I could stand here and say Happy New Year to everyone, but it is not a Happy New Year for multiple families that have been affected.
The family of a 25-year-old Chinese tourist who died at Maroubra last night have been informed their daughter passed away.
You look at the conditions this morning, you can instantly tell it's dangerous.
I think people are just unaware of the power of the ocean.
She was hit by a rogue wave, swept into the rock pool and pushed out to sea. Her body found just before 5 a.m. At Avoca Beach, a swimmer was rescued and resuscitated by 2 members of the public yesterday afternoon. He's in a serious but stable condition in hospital.
He was body surfing. He had all the equipment on. He had wetsuits on. He had fins on. He had a leash, which the leash probably saved his life because it washed him to the beach.
Usually we're warned when hazardous surf conditions are about to hit. This time we weren't, and it's caught the public and authorities off guard.
We are urging, and in fact, we are pleading for people. Do not enter the water today if that beach is closed.
And the majority are across our state's coastline. The new year isn't even a day old, but there's already families facing a lifetime of pain. Alex Heinke, NBN News.
A spectacular show of light and love has helped close a dark chapter in Sydney's history. The city's famous New Year's Eve fireworks display was dedicated to healing a shattered community, with a crowd 1 million strong watching on in solidarity.
Leading the world into a new year. One of the biggest displays yet of defiance and solidarity. Sydney, the city that never disappoints, from Manly to Penrith. The end to 2025 was a showstopper. A family affair at 9 p.m.
I think that's a good indication. If that's what 9 p.m. is, like 12, it's going to be incredible.
Before the city paused at 11. A moment of silence and a menorah glowing on the pylons of the Harbour Bridge as torches lit up the night sky, a sombre reminder of what took place at Bondi 3 weeks ago. But Sydney and Australia stand defiant. Premier Chris Minns urged the public not to let terror win, and the crowds certainly weren't kept away, with more than 1 million turning out, together, arm in arm, for the final moments of the year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the moment millions across our city have spent hours waiting for. These fireworks, a tremendous display of unity and light following what was a dark end to the year and a symbol of hope for what 2026 could bring.
Oh, it was so good. Seriously, the best has been.
The closest we've been, honestly, but it was amazing. Is there anywhere you'd rather be?
Absolutely not. Sydney's the place to be. It was the best New Year's. It's the first time I've ever celebrated New Year's like this. So I'm glad that it was done in Sydney, one of the best cities I've ever travelled to.
A breathtaking display across the harbour, the skyline stunning at Parramatta and along the northern beaches. Security this year at an all-time high, 2,500 officers out in force, among them the riot squad with high-powered firearms, a total of 38 arrests throughout the night.
Pleasingly, only about 9 of those in the CBD foreshore areas, and they were for a range of offences, including offensive conducts. There were 4 persons detained who had fireworks in their possession in the Guildford area.
Happy New Year! Yes! A few minor bumps in the road for a celebration dubbed a major success.
It all came together so beautifully. The weather was good, the night was balmy, the pyrotechnics were just amazing. And I think in terms of the circumstances that led up to this night, we couldn't have wished for more.
Nobody does it quite like Sydney.
Happy New Year!
Bailey Kenzie, NBN News.
New Year's Eve vantage points across Sydney were patrolled by heavily armed tactical police for the first time in response to the Bondi terror attack, a sight comforting for some, confronting for others, and one revellers may have to get used to.
New year, new guard. As night fell on Sydney Harbour, out came tactical police, weaving through crowds carrying long-arm weapons.
There have been changes in the protocol. The police have made it clear. They want the community to feel safe.
I think for a lot of people it would be very confronting.
It was part of a record New Year's Eve deployment. Security stepped up in the wake of the Bondi terrorist attack.
The lives for everyday Australians has changed, and we need to have a change in the way in which policing takes place here in this state.
And these heavily armed patrols were promised.
It does mean a more visible police presence. It does mean tighter security. It does mean police with different forms of firearms.
It wasn't very visible to me, I have to say. I just think the whole thing was managed really, really well.
So it was really important that we had a high police presence earlier in the afternoon. So I think what we need to do is see more police trained in this area.
Police have asked the Premier for permission to train additional officers in the specialist skills required to be able to carry those long-arm weapons. It is a hint we will see more of them more often.
There are a number of public events unfolding over coming weeks, and police will be providing more information.
An uncomfortable new reality. Liz Daniels, NBN News.
Celebrations took a nasty turn for one Hunter reveller who was struck in the face by firework on Stockton Beach near Newcastle at around 9:30 last night.
There were 3 ambulance crews in total here to assess a male that was 45 years of age who'd received blunt force trauma to his face. He had burns and fractures.
He was airlifted to Sydney's Royal North Shore Hospital in a serious condition. A man's been discharged from hospital following a bike accident. Paramedics were called to the Ballina pump track yesterday morning, where the man in his 30s suffered a head injury. He was taken to Lismore Base Hospital in a critical condition and is now recovering. 2 people have been rescued after a personal watercraft capsized at the Kings Cliff Bar yesterday. It rounds out a busy year for lifesavers on the far north coast. Since July last year, almost 130,000 people have visited Northern Rivers beaches. During that period, there were 33 rescues and first aid was given 150 times. From spending more time with friends to eating better, today is the day many of us set the resolutions we hope to stick to for the year ahead. Health and fitness goals are a major theme, with locals stepping into 2026 determined to make a change.
Recovery Day at Byron Bay's main beach after a night of celebrations. January 1st, the time to kick off the new year with new goals.
I want to travel as much as possible and live in the moment.
Yeah, I think we all need to relax a little bit more, focus on your life as opposed to work. Work's not going anywhere, your life is.
One of the most popular resolutions, leading a healthier lifestyle.
Drink more water, eat better. Yeah, be a bit more active.
Just live life better.
Gyms today packed with exercise enthusiasts.
I think it's important to set the tone January 1, get stuck into it. Obviously a pretty big night last night, but may as well get started into the year.
As everyone sits down and looks at what they've done for the year, their successes, failures, and they want to set themselves a challenge. It's almost like they've got a clean slate.
Surfit Byron Bay seeing a surge in sign-ups from one group in particular, seniors vowing to boost their fitness in 2026.
The fitter and stronger you are, the longer you're going to live and the better quality of life you're going to live. That sets a baseline of just wellness and happiness.
If you're planning to hit the ground running in 2026, the experts say it's important not to overload yourself and instead ease into training.
It's a long process, adapting and then overloading, but you've got to, like anything, you can't just run a marathon. You've got to slowly build up the runs, but you've got to find a goal that's realistic and it's something you're going to stick to.
Maya Roon, NBN News.
More than 100 early risers turned out to Casino's Queen Elizabeth Park run this New Year's morning. Runners of all ages vowing to start 2026 on a healthy note.
Racing into 2026. 122 people got up bright and early this morning for Queen Elizabeth Park Run in Casino.
Today could be one of our attendance records, absolutely.
Locals of all fitness levels excited to get active to kick off 2026.
We've got people here in their 80s who can run or walk.
Visitors from as far afield as England making an appearance to tick off the letter Q at Queen Elizabeth Park.
Me and my partner have done 7 alphabets now.
The challenge all about completing a park run at locations starting with each letter of the alphabet.
It's just a good way to see different parts of the world.
Daniel Phelps has completed more than 200 park runs in Casino, his 5-kilometre personal best, 22 minutes.
4 minutes 15 per kilometre.
But not everyone is chasing PBs, most using the weekly run as a way to stay fit and make friends.
Start the year with a run as well. Myself and the family, so yeah, myself, my wife and the 2 kids.
Monica Adair, NBN News.
The week-long Harrington Festival and fireworks saw a big turnout from across the region. Visitors keen to celebrate New Year's Day, enjoying live music and carnival rides.
Despite a big night of New Year's celebrations.
Oh, pretty amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm still a little bit shady.
We went to the Port Macquarie 9 o'clock fireworks, and then we had to go straight from there back home to sleep, and then we came straight here.
Locals and visitors alike were still eager to turn out to the Harrington Festival and fireworks.
It brings people back into town for the 1st of January, but historically it's called John Golan Day, which is a historical figure from the Harrington area.
The week-long event, a celebration of the new year, featuring carnival rides, a fishing competition, market stalls and a fireworks display tonight at 9.
Great, yeah, heaps of people around and yeah, no, it's really good.
Event organiser Belinda Asepi expects this year's event to provide a big boost to the Harrington economy.
Thousands, yeah. Absolutely. This is the busiest I've seen the town.
Further north, families were up early to celebrate New Year's Day at Port Macquarie's Billabong Zoo.
I had them open the door this morning before 9 o'clock, before we opened. Slide the door open to come in.
The day filled with close encounters with monkeys, birds and turtles. As for visitors' favourite animal,
You can't beat Shrek. The monster croc is the monster croc, and everyone knows him.
Kendra Jewell, NBN News.
Checking the temps across the region today, and there could be some rain on the way, but today 29 degrees atop at Ballina, topping out at 31 at Byron, Coolangatta 29 after a low of 19 degrees overnight. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, new Chinese tariffs on beef set to slug Aussie farmers. Flames engulf one of the world's most famous churches. And from Paris to Dubai, celebrations as the world catches up with northern New South Wales in 2026.
Unexpected smells? Panasonic Air Conditioning's Nano EX technology neutralises odours, so your home always smells nice and ready for guests. Happiness is a fresh home. Happiness is Panasonic Air Conditioning.
I'm a train wreck and may have thrown up in front of a school group. I'm not insane, I'm just romantic. I just wanted to see her. Do you realise that's the definition of stalking?
You are in the tunnel at the moment and it's very dark.
Please don't do metaphors. He would have loved you. He loved guts.
I'm off, fellas. It's not going to drive, are you?
Yeah, no, I'll get a ride home.
Let's all say yeah, nah to drink driving.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky.
Lucky you're with Amy. That's 250 for the night.
How? I paid 370.
Trivago.
Well, what if I like to use my loyalty rate?
It's on Trivago.
Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
Oh, my legs ache. And I've tried everything, Georgie. Painkillers, gels.
Haven't you tried Revitive? Revitive is drug-free, gives long-lasting relief from pain and cramps, and reduces swelling. Boxing Day sales on now.
Introducing Whoosh, the powered earwax remover by Black Wolf. Whoosh safely and effectively removes wax with a gentle massaging triple spray of water that's directed at the sides of the ear canal to rinse wax away. Buy now at these leading retailers.
Whoa, you guys look stuck.
Yes, bit like trying to buy a bigger home.
Well, at Aussie, we can help you.
I thought you guys just did home loans.
Now we do more than just home loans.
Oh.
Mom!
We make buying a home less like this.
Aussie can help us find, buy, and own.
Aussie, everything you need to find, buy, and own.
Where are the kids?
The Lazy Boy Summer Savings event is here with up to 50% off. Get half price off the Oakland Power Recliner, plus the Derby is also half price. Rocker recliners like the Drew from $9.99, up to 50% off. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
Crowd starting to build on what promises to be a riveting game of cricket. Billy charging in from the Supreme end. Oh, he's middled that straight towards those Leader and Supreme fans. The crowd's loving it. Good times with Leader and Supreme fans.
We are calling on people of all faiths and communities across Australia to come together and do an act of kindness or charity known as a mitzvah. Register your good deed at nsw.gov.au/one mitzvah.
A man's been airlifted to hospital after diving into shallow water at Port Stephens this afternoon. Emergency services were called to Shoal Bay at around 12:30, arriving to find the man in his 40s with suspected neck and spinal injuries. He was flown to Sydney's Royal North Shore Hospital in a serious condition. Australia's beef farmers have been dealt a blow. China today announcing caps on imports to better protect their own cattle producers. But there is a positive for Australian shoppers. It could mean more affordable meat here.
Some sort.
When it comes to Chinese exports, it's been all smiles from the Trade Minister for the last few years.
Here's some fantastic Australian beef.
COVID-era trade ruptures seemingly repaired, but a fresh year brings fresh frustrations for the beef industry.
So we have $1 billion worth of beef that will need to go to other markets.
From today, China is slapping limits on beef imports from overseas, anything exceeding the cap, to be hit with a tax of 55% in an attempt to protect their own farmers.
The large volume of beef that's been redirected from the American market into China has gone in there at very low prices, and that's had a direct impact on Chinese beef producers.
This is something that wasn't Australia being singled out. This is a general position that China has put.
Australia should not be included in any of these arrangements.
But there's a flip side for consumers.
We may see a reduction in domestic beef prices as a result, because you'll see more high-quality beef available within the domestic market.
The government says they're in talks with China, but producers and the Prime Minister say other countries will just get more great Aussie beef.
Our products are in great demand right around the world. We expect that will continue to be so.
While China increases tariffs, other countries are reducing them. From today, hundreds of import taxes disappearing entirely on Aussie seafood, fruit, veg and dairy, all being enjoyed by the world. Amanda Kopp, NBN News.
The United States military says it's carried out fresh strikes on drug smugglers, this time killing at least 5 people. The targets were allegedly narco-trafficking boats travelling as a convoy in the Pacific Ocean. It's thought some people jumped overboard before the strikes, with the Coast Guard sent in to search for survivors. A 154-year-old church in Amsterdam has been destroyed by fire. The blaze started just after midnight. Within 2 hours, the tower collapsed, causing the flames to spread further. The extent of the damage is not yet known, nor is the cause. While Aussies dusted themselves off today, New Year's Eve celebrations were kicking off around the world. From London to Los Angeles, Dubai to DC, and of course the famous ball drop in Times Square.
Our Kiwi cousins were among the very first to kick it off, and from there the kaleidoscope of colour along skylines around the world was underway. From Taiwan's 101 Tower to Tokyo, Hong Kong swapping fireworks for an all-out light display. China's themed the Year of the Fire Horse, and Bangkok bursting into 2026 with a bang. Glittering light shows around the globe, at the world's tallest building in Dubai, and in Abu Dhabi, a 62-minute fireworks extravaganza. Seoul had the new meet the old. And with the clock ticking, New Year's was sweeping through Europe. London, Paris, Berlin lighting up. And Rio's famous party strip, Copacabana Beach, launching its largest ever fireworks display.
Here in the US, this is more than a new year, it's a new era. 2026 marks America's 250th birthday, a year-long celebration that begins right now. The Washington Monument lit up like a giant birthday candle.
The city that never sleeps, one of the last to welcome 2026. New York boasting 1 and then 2 ball drops for the occasion. 26 hours around the globe of ushering in a new year. Lauren Tomasi, NBN News.
Coming up next, a daring show from Hoons letting off fireworks on a Brisbane bridge. Police led on a very slow-paced chase, and a man runs towards a fake boulder at an Indiana Jones-themed show.
Go Harvey Norman, the experts in student devices, with a huge range of devices for every student. Laptops, tablets, Chromebooks, mobiles, accessories and more. All the big brands. Laptops from just $398. Student devices. Best brands, best prices. At Harvey Norman now.
Go! happy new year.
Wow, you slay, Narelle. Now, who likes the sound of $265 in savings? I'll tell you who. Jackie.
That's right, Ed. I switched to UE and saved $265 on my car insurance.
$265, that's one heck of a stocking stuffer.
Merry Christmas to me.
Oh.
And a happy new year.
Shop around. Try Yui. You have the voice of an angel.
No.
A Christmas angel.
UE, you insured.
2026 could be the most unforgettable year yet. Don't miss your chance this Saturday to share in the Lotto $30 million mega draw. Hurry, grab your ticket today.
What a hotel.
And only $370 a night on my favorite site.
What? You didn't check Trivago? I got mine for $250.
Check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 30%.
You didn't check Trivago?
Hotel Trivago.
Hi, Millie. Hi. Millie is going to be helping with the cooking and the cleaning.
Welcome.
I have a really good feeling about this, Millie. Something is wrong.
You shouldn't be here.
You're a lifesaver. No one's going to believe me. What kind of monsters are we? I have a really good feeling about this, Millie. Me too.
The Housemaid. In cinemas now.
Tonic sunglasses go well beyond polarizing, delivering the highest quality optics in any conditions. With whisper-thin, scratch-resistant lenses and unparalleled clarity for pinpoint accuracy when casting and unrivaled fish spotting. That's why, like me, many of Australia's top fishing and outdoor guides swear by them. And all Tonic models can be fitted with your prescription lenses. Tonic, see what you're missing.
Looks like a CLR problem to me.
Told you so. Works on calcium, lime, scale and rust.
Kills 99% of germs.
It's also good for the environment. You can use it on your glass screw, your dishwasher and the washing bird.
Machines, toilets, Barbies, taps and handles.
Goodbye, Graham.
CLR for all the annoying stains.
Go Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. 10% off already low prices on selected big brand mattresses and adjustable bases. Temper One Smart Cool 20cm mattress only $1,999. Bedroom furniture priced to clear. Lennox Queen Bed only $579. Best prices at Harvey Norman now.
Go!
Masked hoons have shut down one of Brisbane's busiest bridges overnight, setting off fireworks and performing dangerous stunts. Queensland Police said several cars were blocked on the Gateway motorway 10 minutes before midnight, with the group quickly disbanding before officers arrived. I look back to 2005 today with the release of previously secret cabinet papers that showed the big issues the Howard government was facing. Documents reveal warnings from top-level government ministers who were against sending troops into Afghanistan were ignored.
2005. The year began with the region reeling from Indonesia's devastating Boxing Day tsunami.
Nothing I had seen on television captured the extent of the devastation.
For Prime Minister John Howard, 2005 marked the peak of his political power, but the beginning of its decline. Australia re-entered the war in Afghanistan, sending combat troops at the behest of American allies. But previously secret cabinet documents now reveal both the defence and foreign affairs ministers at the time recommending against committing special forces troops to Afghanistan in a dedicated combat role, warning it posed significant risks and casualties should be anticipated. Why did you make that decision?
The situation had deteriorated. We felt in the end it was reasonable to make the contribution, not only to honour the spirit of the American alliance, but also to contribute to a better Afghanistan.
Cabinet papers also warning the complexity of the situation in Afghanistan may make it difficult to identify a suitable endpoint for any Australian contribution. It went on to become Australia's longest ever war. Is it disappointing for you personally that Afghanistan has essentially become a failed state?
I'm disappointed, yes. September 11, 2001 was organised out of Afghanistan. We'll never forget that. We had every reason to go there.
On the home front, Howard was riding high off his 4th election victory and a win in the Senate, opening the door for work choices.
The government was happy that it had the majority in the Senate, but for its electoral fortunes, it wasn't really good for the government in a way.
More rights for employers becoming a major factor in the government's eventual election defeat.
I think work choices was still the right policy.
Did that double majority turn out to be a double-edged sword?
Some people argue that. The main reason we lost was that people just got tired of us.
Did they get tired of you?
Oh, yes. Everybody has a use-by date.
While 2005 was the high watermark for the Liberal Party, 20 years on, the current state of the party is at its lowest ebb. With a new migration policy imminent, Susan Lee is hoping that what was a stronghold for John Howard could return the party to former glory.
You look as though you're losing control. The public will no longer support high immigration.
But 2005 found the government tied up in migration scandals, including mistakenly locking up its own citizens.
One of these concerned Cornelia Rau, a German and Australian citizen who had been unlawfully detained for 10 months.
Plainly, there were mistakes made. There were failures.
Significant disrepute because of the way in which this issue was addressed.
A lesson that migration crackdowns don't always guarantee political wins. Amanda Kopp, NBN News.
Protests in Iran over the soaring cost of living have made it to the front door of a governor's office. A group of men seen trying to break into the government building, with security forces opening fire on the crowd. It's the 4th straight day of unrest. Finland has seized a cargo ship suspected of sabotaging underwater telecommunications cables. The vessel, which was travelling from Russia to Israel, was dragging its anchor in the sea. 14 crew members, including several Russians, have been taken into custody. Queen Camilla has spoken publicly for the first time about how she was attacked on a train as a teenager. Her Majesty opening up about the incident during a discussion about domestic violence.
The Queen ending the year with a rare interview and a sad truth.
When I was a teenager, I was attacked on a train. Somebody I didn't know, I was reading my book, and, this, man attacked me, and I did fight back. I remember getting off the train and my mother looking at me and saying, why is your hair standing on end, and why is the button missing from your coat?
Queen Camilla opening up about her own experience of assault during a BBC radio chat at Clarence House.
But I remember anger, and I was so furious about it, and it sort of lurked for many years.
The Royal discussing domestic violence alongside Britain's former Prime Minister Baroness Theresa May and John Hunt, whose wife and 2 daughters were killed at the family's home by an ex-partner.
It remains really difficult on a minute-by-minute basis.
Well, I'd like to say thank you to John and Amy for coming here today. The more they can talk about it, the more you can try and get rid of these terrible demons. And
thank you for sharing that story, First Your Majesty, because that's it takes a lot to share these things.
The Queen's honesty and strong stance against violence against women marking the end of a year of reckoning for the royal family, which has set the tone for its future. And one thing is clear, it no longer has space for a Prince Andrew. In London, Hannah Sinclair, NBN News.
Out of sight, out of mind, that's how the impacts of climate change on the Arctic might feel to the average Australian. But the destabilising effects of melting sea ice are on our doorstep, and it's happening at a much faster rate than was ever predicted.
A northern oasis, forever frozen. But it's the very thing that defines this place the Arctic stands to lose. The waxing and waning of seasonal sea ice, now in crisis.
Areas we used to sample 10 years ago, there isn't ice forming anymore.
17,000 kilometres away on Sydney's northern beaches, Dr. Rebecca Duncan is privy to one of the scientific world's darkest discoveries, that by 2030, the Arctic's summer sea ice may be non-existent.
I do definitely feel like an historian in the sense that I'm documenting what's there and what we stand to lose.
It's one of the coldest places on Earth, yet the Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the rest of the planet. In the summer, the sun doesn't set for 30 days, and it's in this season, when Rebecca travels there for research, the catastrophic effects of climate change come to light.
Watching these frozen ice scapes that we rely on to keep our climate in balance and to keep our planet at the temperatures that we're used to actually watch them melt year on year is just visible and dramatic and very confronting.
Sea ice is also essential for the survival of microalgae. Its nutrients, which have been significantly diminishing because of the sea ice loss, is relied upon by krill and fish, which in turn feed whales, seals and polar bears.
That has the potential to really undermine that this big marine food web relies on.
It's hard to fathom the rate at which sea ice is melting. In the Arctic, during the winter, the ocean freezes over an area twice as large as Australia. During the summer, over the past few decades, this has melted away by half. But now, the summer ice just covers half of Australia, and in just 5 years' time, it could be gone entirely.
How vast the area then that's gone from white and reflecting heat to blue, black and absorbing heat.
And it's having an exponential warming effect on the entire.
Last summer, Australia experienced the worst outbreak of marine heat waves that we've ever seen,
resulting in fish kills, coral bleaching. And species moving into waters never seen before.
Marine heat waves show me what the ocean is going to look like every day in about another 30 or 40 years. And so it's a particularly stressful experience for researchers who are studying the ocean because they're seeing these devastating impacts so much earlier than we expected.
An Australian first tool, launched online by the Bureau of Meteorology, will now be able to forecast marine heat waves up to 4 months in advance, giving governments, industries and conservationists the ability to plan ahead and act.
If you can see the future, you can do something differently about it.
Madison Scott, NBN News.
A man in a golf cart has tried to escape police, so officers grabbed one of their own and gave chase. The sluggish pursuit happened in the US state of Georgia, with speeds on the fairway coming in at around 20 kilometres per hour. The suspect was eventually arrested. A worker at Disney World has been injured trying to stop a runaway boulder during an Indiana Jones show in Florida. The 180-kilogram prop jumped off its track and started rolling towards the crowd when the man stepped in and was knocked to the ground. Disney hasn't disclosed the extent of the worker's injuries. The start of 2026 will forever hold special meaning for one Sydney couple, their son Tom, born just after midnight. He's the first newborn to be delivered at a public hospital and part of the new beta generation.
A big yawn for a little guy. Tom waited 48 hours to enter the world and decided 9 minutes past midnight it was his time to shine.
Thought he was going to be born in 2025, so it was a bit of a surprise to us when the clock ticked over.
We are so happy and excited.
The new parents, so focused on the job at hand in the birth unit at RPA, they didn't register it was the start of the new year.
They were wishing us Happy New Year and stuff at one stage, but it was a very late stage, so we were kind of not really paying attention.
Among the public hospitals, Tom was the first to arrive, but there was competition.
We've had a lot of admissions. It's been quite busy. I think there's been about
7 deliveries since midnight.
Tom is officially part of Generation Beta, one of the largest generations in history, projected to make up 16% of the world's population within a decade. And many kids born today will live to see the 22nd century.
We're starting to see a very big changing of the guard, a significant demographic changeover.
They're expected to be more educated and live longer, while AI will be a natural extension of their daily life.
And when it comes to the workforce, don't believe everything that you've seen. Just because people are saying jobs will be gone, jobs will be different for babies born this year. Of course, AI can never replace that human aspect of our own humanity.
Reassurance as this new family basks in the double celebration. Gabriella Rogers, NBN News.
All right, time for sport now with Montanna Clare. Montana, we're finally getting some clarity on Usman Khawaja's future.
Good evening, Tyson. Yes, it's been one of the hottest topics all summer. Finally, the opener is set to reveal whether he'll retire or play on. And we speak to an Aussie tennis young gun about her meteoric rise up the world rankings.
Don't let cleaning make you crazy. Bring back the wow with the ultra easy indoor cleaning tools from Karcher.
It's go time! The BCF Boxing Day sale is on now. Bring the action with these Wave Rider bodyboards, now only $29.99. Save $40. That's better than half price. Sale on now.
BCF and fun, hey! Every big adventure starts with a little money lesson.
Like learning how to earn safe?
That's right. Start your money journey with Kit, and you could win a family holiday to Disneyland Resort in California. Join Kit today.
The love of your life died. You're not an asshole all the time.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, she is.
There's a reason why organ donation is anonymous. Guess what I got?
A restraining order from another recipient.
That's funny.
It kind of is.
I lost the love of my life and thought it was the end. Turns out it was just the beginning.
At Officeworks, get low prices on back-to-school essentials. Everything you need for the school year ahead at a low price. Shop now at Officeworks. Start your year of travel with Tripadeal. Earn 20,000 bonus Qantas points when you book your next bucket list holiday. Hurry, offer ends January 31. Search Tripadeal now.
Introducing Soft Sitter, the amazing supportive and flexible gel cushion that makes any seat super comfy. Soft Sitter provides stability for good posture and absorbs pressure, keeping you comfortable and supported all day. Buy now at these leading retailers.
Due to the generosity of a local business, North Coast Petroleum, the Our Kids Water is now on the market. $1 from every bottle purchased goes to Our Kids. And already over $23,000 has been raised to the sale of the Our Kids Water. And we just want to say thank you. Thank you for helping us to make a difference for our kids. We'd love you to purchase the Our Kids Water and help keep our kids local when needing medical care.
Every journey is shaped by people, and your path home should be led by people who value community. People like ours. McGrath, guiding you home.
Go Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance with hot deals on a huge range of furniture, like the Luvo 4-piece outdoor lounge setting, only $11.97. Hot deal, gas-made Quasar 4-burner barbecue, just $4.92. Best prices at Harvey Norman now.
Go! After rampant speculation surrounding his future throughout the Ashes series, at last we'll learn tomorrow what Usman Khawaja plans to do at the SCG and beyond. While there are also questions on whether Aussie spinner Todd Murphy will earn a recall in Nathan Lyon's absence.
Australia's first chance to inspect the SCG pitch, which will decide whether Todd Murphy returns to the Test arena.
Yeah, I've only seen it from afar, and my eyes obviously aren't amazing.
Long viewed as next in line after Nathan Lyon, the spinner is set to play in Sydney.
It would be a pretty cool experience to play a home test. I think I've played 7 now and they've all been away, so I imagine it'd be a lot different to having a home test. So it'd be a really cool opportunity.
The Ashes isn't unknown to the 25-year-old. He also stepped in for Lyon in 2023, but since then struggled for form and found few test opportunities.
Yeah, I think I probably understood still from back then it was never going to be linear. Like for me, I was never going to keep my place in the team when Nathan come back. At that stage, I was already sort of 23 anyways. I still felt like I had a long way to go to be at my best. It's been a couple of years there where I've just been working away and trying to find the best version of myself, I guess.
The other obstacle to Murphy's progression, Australia's pitches. This Ashes series is set to feature the fewest overs bowled by spin ever. However, he doesn't fear for the future.
I don't think sort of like going into the series there was ever that planning or idea that spin wouldn't play a role. I think it's sort of just been how it's eventuated. Definitely a role to play for spin, and I think it'll evolve from year to year. Like next year it could be completely different. So I think it's definitely still important there.
Sam Jordan, NBN News.
The Sixers have plenty of work to do if they're to register their second win of the Big Bash season. Sydney 2 for 69 after 10 overs, needing 165 to beat the Renegades. Sean Abbott starred with the ball, taking 3 wickets and a great catch as Melbourne lost 4 batters for just 6 runs. In Adelaide, Chris Lynn meant to score 4,000 BBL runs after hitting 79 from 41 balls in the Strikers' easy win over the Brisbane Heat. Maya Joint has described her 2025 season as crazy, but believes she's ready for an even bigger year in 2026. The 19-year-old is Australia's top-ranked female tennis player and will help lead the Aussies' United Cup campaign, which begins at Sydney Olympic Park on Saturday.
Australia united ahead of the Cup. Alex Demonor teaming up with young gun Maya Joint.
There's not a ton of team events in the year, so I think it's a really fun way to start the year.
Joint started 2025 outside the top 100, but after a breakout season that included 2 WTA tournament wins, she enters the new year ranked 32 in the world.
It was a crazy year for sure. I don't know if I think it's sunk in.
The 19-year-old was born in Michigan, but can wear the green and gold because of her Australian father. She's taking her newfound fame in her stride.
I think I've been handling it well. It has been a lot more than what I was used to, but I think I've been playing some really great tennis, and I think I've earned the opportunity to be in front of these new experiences.
Joint is likely to be seeded for the Australian Open and has set high expectations for the next 12 months.
I guess my tennis goals would be to get to the 4th round of a Masters 1000, get to the 3rd round of a Grand Slam, and win a 500.
Arina Sabalenka has done all of that and much more, but still isn't satisfied.
I'm still a hunter. I have my goals to be hunting for, so I still consider myself as a hunter.
The world number 1 heads into the Brisbane International still burning from her last match down under, a defeat in the AO final.
I felt like I just made a couple errors in the end of the match and that cost me a Grand Slam title, so definitely stays in the back of my mind.
Stefanos Tsitsipas is happy just to be back on court and pain-free after an injury-riddled 2025.
I got really scared after my US Open loss with my back because I just couldn't walk for 2 days. And when things like that happen, you start reconsidering the future of your career. So I'm just hoping 2026 doesn't bring any of that.
Luke Duffy, NBN News.
After the break, tempers flare at the Mariners' New Year's Eve clash.
One of the things that really stood out to me was the no win, no fee. Basically, if it hadn't been no win, no fee, I couldn't have afforded to pay them if I hadn't won.
No win, no fee, LHD.
No child should feel their best effort isn't enough. Don't let poverty take another school year from Ava. Sponsor a child today.
If people only drove in labs, we would only test in labs. But at Toyota, our testing goes further, into the real world. Because we believe in safety that matters. So whatever happens, with Toyota Safety Sense, you're ready for it. That's Toyota Safe. Toyota.
That's $250 for the night.
How? I paid $370.
Trivago.
Well, what if I like to use my loyalty rate?
It's on Trivago.
Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
You can brighten up your walls for summer.
Monarch 3-piece polyester roller kit, only $13.90. Wattle 4-litre Solar Guard exterior paint, just $94.90.
Freshen up your home this summer. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Come on, Terry, the barbecue's going cold.
Terry mid-on, Grace top of the driveway. We need to upgrade our speed. Yes! Aussie Broadband. Everything's better with legendary speed.
At Audica, we believe life's better when you can hear it, which is why we provide expert hearing care tailored to your needs. Audica, your hearing is our expertise.
Every big adventure starts with a little money lesson.
Like learning how to earn safe?
That's right. Start your money journey with Kit, and you could win a family holiday to Disneyland Resort in California. Join Kit today.
OMF is having our biggest ever big Boxing Day sale with heaps in stock ready to go. Get up to 60% off selected mattresses and save up to 20% off selected bedroom furniture. And soon at OMF.
Kingscliff Nursery. Over 5 acres of trees, native shrubs and exotic plants. Huge range of fruit trees, indoor and outdoor plants, pots, planters and much more. Buy direct, save heaps. Remember to say hi to Sally at Kingscliff Nursery, Coogin Road, Coogin.
Buying your first home? Summerland Bank can help keep it simple, local and rewarding with $2,000 cash back to help get you started. Make the move today with Summerland Bank. Terms and conditions apply.
This report brought to you by Ongmac Trading, your local team there for you when it comes to all your Kubota, Stihl, Honda and Can-Am needs.
There were fireworks at the annual New Year's Eve A-League clash on the Central Coast and not just in the Gosford sky. Brisbane coach Michael Valkanis was sent from the sideline for dissent, sparking a heated clash in the tunnel at half-time. Mariners official Matt Simon seen yelling at multiple Raw players, the Central Coast coach claiming police were called.
Look, I'm just going to be honest and say what I witnessed tonight was a disgrace. But that was an embarrassment tonight. What happened before half-time and then half-time in the tunnel. And, I don't think that's a true representation of Brisbane Roar Football Club.
Brisbane has denied any wrongdoing and says it's seeking legal advice. As for the result, the Roar scored in injury time for a 2-1 win. Grafton Speedway action returns this Saturday night for the first time in 2026. The fourth event for the season will feature the return of the Modified Mayhem Series and the wingless sprints.
Gearing up to hit the track at Grafton Speedway this Saturday, Dale Corbett is ready to take on a fresh challenge in the modified sedan class.
I'm stepping up from the production sedan class, so I'm just putting race rubber on this car and racing against them. So I might be a little bit under horsepower, but at Grafton I'm sure we're going to give him a good run.
But first he has to bring his car up to scratch.
They've got to re-fiberglass up the front end because I completely smashed it to smithereens. Got to change a few tyres and adjust some shocks, but not too much. It's actually in pretty good shape considering.
As for what's on this Saturday night,
we've got another dirt modified race with the Mr. Modified 50-lap final, and we've got the modified sedans for the Modified Mayhem. So yeah, another big weekend, another lot of race cars and another lot of dirt getting chucked around.
the Mr. Modified 50-lap final will prove the ultimate challenge for competitors.
Keeping the concentration for 50 laps and not running out of fuel. Last year, the guy that won the thing ran out of fuel on the roll-round lap as he finished the race. So it's all about conserving fuel, and it's not just a flat-out to the end.
Gates open 3 p.m. Saturday with racing kicking off at 5. Alison Paul, NBN News.
The Manning Valley Race Club is expecting thousands of punters to flock to Tararee's racetrack tomorrow for the annual Harrington Cup, the first race of the new year. The 8-race card program will feature dozens of local trainers and jockeys. Gates open at midday tomorrow with the first race starting at 1:15 p.m. It's as tough as it is iconic, and this year the Grafton to Inverell Classic will mark its 65th cycle. The event attracts riders from across Australia with a strong New England Northwest contingent. One day to complete one gruelling challenge. The Grafton to Inverell Classic sees cyclists take on a 229-kilometre journey with a 17k climb up the Gibraltar Range.
One thing we can always guarantee is that we'll have an exciting race and we'll also have a very worthy winner.
The 2026 event will see riders return to the centre of Glen Innes.
And that proved to be very successful. We had a sprint just before we got to Glen Innes and get to travel through Grey Street past the town hall.
It will also be the second year in a row the region will be on the national stage as part of the Provello Super League.
It also allowed us some exposure to an international audience. So we're hoping to have riders from New Zealand, from Asia attend the event.
The Lake Inverell circuit races now set to be live streamed.
So this year they're actually becoming point-scoring events of the Provello series.
The Summer of Cycling gets underway next week with the Australian National Championships in Perth, and organisers will be on the lookout for key contenders for the Grafton to Inverell Classic. Entries for the open ride close March 3 ahead of the race on March 14.
We always get a strong showing from Tamworth and other towns in New England.
Alex Land, NBN News. Tyson, that is our look at sport.
Good stuff. Thanks, Montana. Stay with us. After the break, we'll have all the local weather details.
Ben's parents were told he may never walk. Look at him now, and he's got a gold medal in his sights, how he made no a badge of honour.
Amart's Boxing Day sale just got bigger. Final days to save 20 to 60% off absolutely everything store-wide, including Silly Posturepedic mattresses and 20 to 60% off all bedroom furniture. Must end Sunday at Amart.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me, help me, help me.
We've helped Australians for 100 years. Now we're helping protect and prepare them for the next 100.
Get a deal you'll be proud of on the Hyundai Kona Hybrid at your participating Hyundai dealer today.
Love to travel to Europe in ultra luxury with Scenic. Choose from 21 distinctive river cruises across 15 countries, from the heart of Central Europe to the iconic regions of France and Portugal. Enjoy unrivaled inclusions from butler service to world-class dining, excursions and exclusive events. Book your 2026 river cruise today and enjoy a $2,500 flight credit.
These little puppies really need your help because they could change someone's life. It takes 2 years to train an adorable puppy into an incredible trusted guide. Like Sadie, who's everything to young Oliver, who is blind. Will you please sponsor a puppy? You'll get this welcome pack and updates on how your puppy is doing. Please scan the code on screen or search Seeing Eye Dogs now.
Save on tyres, save on batteries, save on safety checks, and save on servicing.
At OnMac, we have a team who understand whether you're doing the simple stuff or the heavy lifting. And we love to solve a problem too, sharing advice and tackling the task to get your tools going again when you need them. Whatever you're doing, we've got your back at OnMac.
Go Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Hisense 75-inch QLED Smart TV now $921. Save $350 on Fisher & Paykel 10-kilo washer, now under $1,000. Save over $350 on DeLonghi Dina Mica coffee machine. Best prices at Harvey Norman now.
Landscaping or construction job coming up? Green Star Hire has the gear to get it done. Swivel dumpers, excavators, soil conveyors, scissor lifts, whatever your project needs. We even hire portable toilets, serving Alstonville Casino in Northern Rivers.
Some rain about for the first day of 2026, and we're expecting more wet conditions on the way with storms likely as well. Checking the satellite first, still plenty of rain in the north of the country. We've got ex-tropical cyclone Haley along with a monsoon. Both of those weather systems are delivering torrential rain and flooding. Tomorrow, a trough will trigger showers and also some storms around northern New South Wales and southeast Queensland, while a low will deepen over the tropics, which will see more heavy falls. Partly cloudy and showers across the northern rivers to kick off the new year. 31 the top at Byron, 30 at Lismore, 29 at Ballina after a low of 20 degrees overnight, ranging between 21 and 28 at Yamba, while Grafton topped out at 30 degrees. Tomorrow you can see that rain activity is set to increase with heavy falls and also storms expected as well. 25 the top at Byron, Ballina, Evans Head, 26 the top, Yamba ranging between 19 and 25. Casino should top out at 25 degrees, 27 the top at Tweed Heads. Coastal waters information now sees 1 metre with a 1.5 metre swell off both the Gold Coast and the Byron Coast. At Byron Bay, the sun is up at 5:52. It will set at 10 to 8. For the Gold Coast, 4:54 is the sunrise, and it will set at 6:46. Winds southeasterly. The morning low is at 12:15, and again in the afternoon at 10 to 2. Taking a look at what's in store for the week ahead for Tweed Heads, and a rather wet week. We've got showers likely tomorrow and Saturday, easing on Sunday and Monday before they return for Tuesday and Wednesday, a top of 28 degrees. For Ballina, showers likely as well, up to 9 mils of rain expected tomorrow and a top of 25 degrees, 29 on Monday and Tuesday. For Lismore, a wet week ahead with heavy falls and storms likely on Monday, a top of 30 degrees. And for Grafton, storms likely on Sunday and Monday.